Wanted to share a super cool hot tip for anyone out in the gold fields who has a metal detector, a dry washer, or is basically anywhere far away from water. All the way down there is the main alluvial workings where the old timers sluiced away the entire creek and all the ancient river channels. And over here we have what's called a loaming hole. They sunk these holes just in front of their workings to make sure that there was still gold here before they took all that dirt. Because could you imagine digging a hole that deep with one of these and then not getting any gold? Sometimes these loaming pits will extend quite far into the virgin soil because what they're trying to do is identify how rich it was. So they might have only got maybe 5 grams a meter here, which wasn't enough for them to make enough money to live on the goldfields. It was quite expensive back in the day. These pits down here went all the way down to the pay layer, and the dirt they threw up on the side often has little bits of gold in it. If you've ever spent any time in a creek where you've had to dig the overburden away to get down to your pay layer, you'll know that your shovel will dip into the pay and sometimes flick a little bit out. So you lose gold doing that, and it was no different back then. These piles of dirt that are sitting right next to the loaming holes are where you should be looking. Now, I'm not 100% sure how much or if there is going to be any gold in this dry washer, but we've done a nice little session, probably 100-ish shovels, and we're going to wash it back at the car, and if we get some gold, I'll make a bigger video here in the future. And as usual, because I'm a DWC, I didn't bring the brush, so I've got to use my fingies. How much gold is stuck to your jowls right now, Fernie? Oh, so lubricated. Sometimes, rarely, sometimes you'll see bits of gold here, so we will try the tapper, and maybe we'll get a nuggito. But we won't really know until we get water on it. One day I'm going to do this and this is going to be a big bit. But until then, some ASMR dirt scraping. By God, I hope that did it for you like it did it for me. Back at the beautiful panning station, and we're going to get a scooping. I hope we see some gold. 100 shovels is a pretty quick run to put through. And if we get any amount of good, decent gold, we can go back and process the rest of that pile. And if not, we can just try another one. I love panning in mud. This is our first 2 little scoops, so if there's not gold in this, it doesn't really matter because we've got a whole pan to go through. Hopefully we do see a little bit of colour though. There's our first little bit. Look at that. Yeah, boy. All right, let's see if there's any more. Hey, that's not bad for 2 little scoops. 2 little scoops. So there's gold in that dirt. I reckon we got like 10 more scoops to go. It's important that your concentrates are well relaxed and that you've got creatures that you rescue from the swamp. We are down to the last little bit. Whole pan's been pushed through, and we're going to get the moment of truth whether or not we're setting that dry washer back up and processing the rest of that pile or moving on. Bit of clean agua. Wash all the weeds off the pan so we don't get any floaties. 100-ish shovels. I would like to see at least 30 specks. Nice pieces, you know, not little. Oh. I was talking and it just popped out the side. Okay, I think we're going back to this pile and I think we'll be cleaning it out, because if there's gold like that in it, then it might be nugget or nothing territory. But we'll find out. We'll find out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 100 shovel run. They're nice little bits. So we got at least 1 picker and a couple of beautiful flakes. I wasn't being too careful with how we were processing it today. There was a lot of big clumps of clay that were coming off the back. That means we got to go back with the right tools, break all that soil right up so it's nice and loose for the dry washer, and we can process that whole pile. Because remember, that pile originated 10 meters deeper off the pay streak that they were originally hunting in this gully. Hopefully that has given you a sneaky idea of where you could go out and get some very easy gold that was originally quite deep in the earth in your local area. Thank you so much for watching. Please give your dog a big scratch behind the ears, and until I'm back here with a dry washer, peace, and I'm out.